Hey guys, okay, so what we're doing today is I just want to show some knotting around the edge. I have my camera like right above me, so I don't know how successful this is going to be because this is mad close and I zoomed it some, so it's not too close, but my camera's still right there. Anyway, so we're going to get into this. Hope I don't hit nothing. I should move this out my way. Hold on. Okay. So let's get to here. So, okay, so I'm going to start with the first row I can see. I don't really see. So I'm going to start. I want to cover all of this too. All of the black. Even though some of this foundation is being cut, but I'm going to actually just start right here. Right here. So we're going to be doing a double, 2 strands per knot. So, and I can usually see, so it's 1, 2. So we're going to go pull up, down, down again, pull away. And I'm doing every hole. I mean, I can always go back under there. I try to make it very easy for myself. And being that this is actually very dense, I don't have to do like, when you do a very light part or single strands part in a part. And okay, if you hear anything, some badass fucking kids upstairs. So, yeah. So what was I saying before they rudely interrupted me? So when you're doing like a very, single strand, single knot, or if you're even skipping, holes, you have to go around the perimeter of the closure or whatever you're doing. The perimeter of the wig or whatever your parting is. So it's a little bit more fuller to cover if you're having wefts. Now, if you're not having wefts, then you don't really have to worry about this as much. But you still don't want to have no, foundation stuff showing and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, you see I'm going to be going through right through here. I'll probably eventually go back and fill that in. We'll see. Actually, no, I will have to because my whipping stops right here. So I do need to go back and fill it in. I'll do that when I'm done. Right here, I'm trying to make sure I'm not getting the foundation. And I'm only doing 2 strands per knot. And I'm making sure that I'm pushing the knot down so that I'm not, so my knots don't look big. They're going to look big because it's 2 strands and it's double knot. So, anyways, so I'm just, like I said, I'm going to have to go back because my whipping stops over here. And then, I mean, I can always sew a weft right there. It just depends. Depends on how I feel. But I do want to actually go back and just do that last row right there. The one I didn't do. So, I'm literally just going to do, like I said, I'm doing 2 strands per knot. And I'm literally counting my strands. Like, I'm making sure that it's 2 every time. And after a while, you start to be able to just do that. Like, you just see it. And you should not be having a whole bunch. I mean, this might look like a lot of hair, but it's really not. This holder is from Glam Holders. And this is her needle. This is a German needle. And I like German needles. This can catch whatever I want it to catch. I don't do like the sizing things like, like Asian needles have 1 to 2 and all that. I mean, German needles have that too, but I use the same needle for everything. I'll use this to, if I need to do 5, if I need to do 1, if I need to do 2, 3, 4, whatever. But I just want to show you. Double knotting does take a little bit more longer because it's like you can't just knot and just keep going. You need to make sure that make sure both pulling through. Oops. Sometimes that happens. You want to make sure that when you pull through, so you pull through, go over, turn, pull through, go down. Once again, go over, turn, pull through. You want to make sure that your knots are really tiny. So, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, guys. So, just want to show you guys this. You know, I don't think I have a video of me on YouTube knotting hair. So, yeah, I'm gonna do one more row because I don't know if y'all can see. Do not know. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. I did that. Did I do this one? Yes, I did. Alright, so we're just gonna go right here. And sometimes like this has like probably 5 or 6 strands in it. It's double knotted and it's still small. It's okay to have more dense hair and more strands in your knot closer to the edge. I mean, I'm just doing that right now just to show y'all. It's not like it's like extremely hard. It's, you know, trial and error. This is probably like 3. Or no, this is probably like 4. So, and that's it. It's just, you know, you want to make sure that, you know, even if it's, I'm doing 2 here. Even if you're doing, you know, 5 strands, you still want to make sure that your double knotting is very small, as tight as you can get your knot. Because some people just do it and they kind of look long, if that makes sense. I mean, all these are double knotted. So, and I don't know, I might do a knot up here. This is 3. So you guys can see a little bit better. But let me do this one row. And then I'll do some knots. This is literally only 2. And then sometimes with hair, you might have a finer hair that's like really fine. Some people pull those out so they could do it for the hairline. I don't do that because I don't have the time to sit there and sift through hair to find the thinnest strands. But when I'm knotting, if it is too thin, I'll put it with a 2 strands, so it'll be 3. But because it's so thin, you don't see a difference. And okay, you see, if this was single knot, I'd have been a little bit further along. But since it's double knot, you want to make sure that your knots are nice and taut. Nice and taut. And wetting the hair helps a lot too. This hair is drying fast for me. And this hair is like literally just straight. So, yeah, but I mean, wetting it just a little bit, it does help with tightening your knots. Single or double. And then you can always go back, and if you need to make them tighter, you can make your knots tighter. Just be very careful when you are making it tighter, because you do not want to rip your lace. Okay, I have this one single strand. I'm just stick it down here. I don't like wasting a strand. Now I gotta grab some more hair. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Had to go get some more hair. I usually like to have my returns to be, well, I try to hold it as tight as I can, like maybe 1.5 inches, but you know, doesn't always happen. So like right now, this is like legit, it's not OD long. You want to make sure that every strand in your hand is the same length. So what I normally do is I'll cut it. I'll cut the ends. I'll make sure they're all the same, and I'll just cut it just to make sure. Because you don't want to be fighting with like, oh my god, this strand's a little too short, and you're trying to double knot and it slides out. So, yeah. According to my camera, it's saying I have only a few minutes left. But I haven't been recording that long. Unless I delete stuff. I might have to delete stuff. I could be recording that long because whatever. Alright, so let me do some knots right where y'all can see it. I mean, y'all can see that, but I want to do some knots like right here, okay? So, actually, let me do one right here. This is closer to the edge. I'm going to just do one right here. So, let me do one last one. So, I'm grabbing 2 strands. I'm pulling it through. I'm going over. The hook is still up. Then you turn it towards you and you pull it through. You go down. You go back up. You pull the hair over, turn the hook towards you, you pull through, you go down. Make it nice and tight. Don't pull too hard because you either rip the lace or the hair will pop. And you pull it away. That's it. To the edge, I'm gonna just do one right here. So let me do one last one. So I'm grabbing 2 strands, I'm pulling it through, I'm going over, the hook is still up, then you turn it towards you and you pull it through, you go down, you go back up, you pull the hair over, turn the hook towards you, you pull through, you go down. Make it nice and tight. Don't pull too hard because you either rip the lace or the hair will pop. And you pull it away. That's it. That's it. Now sometimes you might get like these weird tiny loops. You just take the hair, and I usually take my nail and I just pull just very gently. Like I'm not even really pulling much, and you just pull the knot down and voila. And then like I said, if you ever see that you have like a little loop or something with a double knot, I usually just grab the knot and I just sometimes just grabbing it up just pulls it all together nice and tight. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you this real quickly of just me knotting. Obviously I'm doing this closure. I didn't show it on my channel yet, but I'm doing I added some lace to a cap. And I'll be doing this closure, and I'll figure out what style I'm doing with this. But I definitely wanted to, show you guys this. In the meanwhile of me knotting hair, like yes, I have used pre-made closures and stuff like that, but I definitely know how to make caps and knot hair and understand the difference between a double split knot, a split knot, single strand, single knot, double knot. I understand the concept, and I understand the difference between all the HG laces, because remember, HG lace is not one lace, it's many. But anyways guys, let me let y'all go and let me finish working with this and actually go get some water. Bye.